chanting, dancing to his name. Hari Bo, Hari Bo. He will wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Caitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Hari Bo, Hari Bo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Hari Bo, Hari Bo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Chaitanya.
Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody.
OGEbeats.com.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Oh yeah, Love of God Festival. Yeah. Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze.
Krishna, Hari Hari, Gauranga, Yachananda,
I'll see the beat die.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasari Gaura Bhaktavrinda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oops. Let's chant some japa. I mess up my voice here. Too much singing. Hare Krishna.
Hare Chaitanya.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna.
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna.
Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare.
Krishna, Hare
Rama, 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 Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna.
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna.
Rama. Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Yes.
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama, Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama,
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 Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Chaitanya
Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna,
Nityananda, Nityananda,
Krishna Krishna
Nityananda, Sri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama, Rama,
Sri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama
Sri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama
Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Sri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri
Hare
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Rama.
Shri Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama.
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama, Rama,
Shri
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna.
Shri
Krishna Chaitanya
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Balaram
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Shri
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna.
Rama
Krishna,
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 Rama Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare Krishna
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna,
Wow.
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Ram.
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Nityananda.
Krishna.
Shri Ram
Jai
Nityananda.
Sri Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Krishna Hare
Oh.
Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Sri
Ramachandra.
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Sri
Hare Rama
Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama
Sri
Hare
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Ramachandra.
Sri
Hare Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Ah,
Balaram Nityananda.
Sri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama
Sri Shri Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Sri
Krishna
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 Chaitanya, Sri Krishna
Krishna Krishna
Chaitanya, Sri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Chaitanya,
Hare
Sri
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna.
Rama
Sri
Rama
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Sri
Krishna
Krishna
Rama Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama.
Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Ram.
Hare Rama Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Ram
Krishna
Nityananda.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Hare
Krishna Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Krishna 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 Krishna
Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
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 Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Krishna
Hare Rama Hare Rama
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Shri
Hare
Ram.
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna Hare
Shri
Krishna
Krishna Chaitanya. Shri Ram.
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Chaitanya. Shri
Hey Krishna Hey
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Hey
Hare
Krishna Hey
Hare Krishna
Hey
Hare
Krishna
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 Hare
Chaitanya.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Krishna Hare
Oh my Lord Krishna
Hare Rama Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya
Rama Rama
Nityananda
Hare Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Krishna
Nityananda
Krishna Hare
Nityananda
Hare
Nityananda
Rama Hare
Nityananda
Rama Hare
Nityananda
Oh,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Nityananda
Krishna Hare Hare
Nityananda
Rama Hare Rama
Nityananda
Ram.
Shri
Rama Rama
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Shri Ram Nityananda.
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna
Chaitanya
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Chaitanya
Hare Rama
Shri
Hare Rama
Krishna Chaitanya Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Chaitanya
Hare
Shri
Krishna Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Rama Hare Rama
Hare
Oh,
Krishna.
my Lord Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Ram.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare Ram.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Ram. Hare Ram.
Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama Rama, Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Radha, Radha, Radha,
Oh,
Radha, 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 oh my Lord.
Radhe Govind.
Radha,
Hare Rama,
Radha,
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Radha,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Radha,
Oh,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Radha,
Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare
Radha, Radha, Radhi, Radha, Radhi, Radha, Radhi, Radha,
Radhika, Radhika,
Hare Krishna.
Radha,
Radhika,
Radha, Radha,
Krishna,
Radha,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Radha,
Rama
Hare
Radhi,
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Radhi,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Radha,
Hare
Radha, Radha,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Radha,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Govinda,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Govinda,
Hare,
Hare Govinda,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Radhe Govinda,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Rama, Rama,
Radhe
Hare
Govinda,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Radhe Govinda,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Radhe
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Govinda,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna,
No, it's yeah. Let's see, a dramatist question. Hey, Johan, just how some remnants of this bitey thing have to earn this stuff. That's all. I see that a couple times in there. You know, we're all getting purified here, and the Lord ain't waiting for you to be perfect. So glad you asked that. No, this is not earned; it's unearned credit. It's just because you're in the right place and you just happen to have faith somehow or other. You know, that's it. That's it. It's funny. I was just gonna. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was just gonna talk about that actually because it's yeah. Sometimes because we have conditioning and we come, especially like Johan and others. Sometimes they come from the bitey thing where you got to earn your salvation. And maybe he means something else too. I don't know, but in case he does mean that, that you have to earn it. I've heard some things saying like that, but this goes by and by. After a while, you start seeing, like Lalita's preaching was really the way it really works is you get the special mercy. This is the transcendental potency. It's beyond human consciousness. It's a gift of God coming through Guru. Otherwise, you got to find the true vine. Otherwise, you're not going to, and faith in the true vine. Otherwise, you go away. You meet a true vine and go away, right? Or you go and you hear a little bit and you go away. See, but you got to get purified by that, being close like this, and by staying in that association, then you get it. In a sense, I guess you could say it's like you earn your badge by just staying in there, sticking with it. Shows you how much desire, is developing. That that's why, see, Krishna has this. He has this quality. He's the protector of the helpless and the hopeless. He's the savior of the helpless and the hopeless. And most people, to get to that place, it takes a lot. And Maya has to beat you down, and to where you like Tom was saying this morning too, a little bit, like, God, he gets no life out there anymore. It's just like, it's like boring, and you're just like ready. So you just kind of just be ready. So, just been beaten enough by Maya. A lot of people haven't. They're like more like young souls. They're just like, oh yeah, let's go get our boats and let's enjoy the world and exploit the opulences and let's control the people and control the world. Let's, they're really, they have a lot of energy still for that. Faith in that, just. So that's, Jesus knew that he was here. The Lord would send him people that are just, ready to take shelter, because that's really what it is. You notice the people that come here, and they with their heart and soul take shelter. You see the benefit, it's just an attitude thing. That's why the best thing you can do is hang around the devotees who are getting the mercy of the Lord. See, you pick that up. They're like role models, like our mothers and fathers, or big brothers and big sisters. We're getting quite a few of those here. Isn't that interesting? It's really amazing, this whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, this is not a, yeah. So, I was going to read something here. Let's see, database. Yeah, you can see this when you go in Sankirtan chanting out there, and you see people walking by. You can see they're just a lot of people. They're just oblivious to this energy that you're in. They just don't. It's just like it's another track or something. They're going on one track, you're going on another one, and you're not connecting. See, that's the material modes of nature. That's the disconnect from the transcendental potency. See, and so the devotees go out and make contact. Some people get it, to certain degrees. Some people, they light up, they don't even know why exactly, but they just, light up and feel happy for a second, and then go down the road. Hey, man, goes a long way. People, they make contact with the devotees. It's Chapter, this is Adi Lila, chapter 4. And let's go to verse. Well, let's start with the first verse here again. See. So, by the mercy of Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu, even a foolish child can fully describe the real nature of Krishna, the enjoyer of the pastimes of Raj, according to the vision of the revealed scriptures. Yeah, because you're in it. You're in that consciousness. Yeah. So otherwise you can't, how can you describe it? This is the whole problem. People still on the level of religion, they cannot describe Krishna in the vision of the revealed scriptures. So that's why I keep going back to Guru Tattva, because if you can't describe Guru Tattva or act accordingly, either as a disciple or as a guru, you miss the whole thing. It's just futile. You're just speculating on, and that's what we have. That's why it's just religion and ceremonies in most of Vaishnavism and speculations. People miss the whole boat, basically. The boat's coming by. See, that's one who has the mercy of Lord Caitanya, who tells you the pastimes of Krishna in the vision of revealed scriptures. You notice Guru Tattva is in revealed scriptures? It's a very important pastime of Krishna, how he saves the conditioned souls. See, how it's all about surrendering to the association of devotees and getting on that boat. See, not the non-devotees, not the imitators, not the speculators, on the real boat. See, in the vision of the revealed scriptures, that devotee preaches. And what it does, it directs you how to get on the boat. That's all, man. Hey, man, the boat's right there. Get on it. Because Maya's always saying, oh, the boat's over there. Get on it. She's lying to you. Just like that Trudeau guy. I was listening to him speaking. The guy, man, the lies with a straight face. I couldn't believe it. You know that, Tom? You know that Trudeau? He said, boy, does he lie. All of those guys, they're big liars, and they're lying. They're all talking about themselves. And in the comment section, you can see a lot of people know. They say, this guy, how can he do it? He's just, That's Maya. She's always lying, man. All the way up into religion, all the way up into the false spiritual teacher and master and all that. There's no spiritual master. Are you spiritual master? You've got the divine potency, man, and prove it. See, we got the divine potency here. We prove it. See, we prove it. We show it because it's time now to get people who want to get on a boat. You listen to these words, you listen to the example of the witnesses, and you just climb on the boat. You're going to be like Lalita and other devotees here that are faithful and are happy and are surrendered to this process, who believe in it, who've given up their opinions and speculations. So, oh no, you're not interested? Okay, we'll stay out there and speculate and be, more or less unclear and miserable, or happy with your empty rituals. Yeah, do the Diwali, the Festival of Lights. You ever see everybody, whether you're a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu, you got your Festival of Lights, and you just see these dazzling lights, really superficial. Happy Diwali, Merry Christmas, all that superficial crapola. I mean, if that satisfies you, great, man. It ain't satisfying to me. I like truth, and more truth. Ecstasy, the transcendental potency. Ooh, I love glorifying it here on this planet, man, because I like thy will. I like the act on the prayer, to make the prayer real, man. Thy will be done on earth as it is in Vrindavan and Mayapur. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Do real here, man. Real guru, man. Real disciples. Everything's real here, right, Fernando? We got real stuff, man. That guy preaches fantastic. Boy, did he tell Carolina a thing or two yesterday, man. Man, beautiful preaching. And what was her response?
I haven't seen it.
False ego. But she softened up in the end. His second preaching, man, it got her thinking a little bit. She admitted that she's an old lady, and she's getting like all of us. We're old men and old ladies. Time to get on the boat, man. Give up the speculation. Give up your opinions who don't work. Have some fun like us, man. Look at this Amy Rose. She's figured it. She calls a spade, man. It's time for the love fest, man. Time for the love fest. She just went to the Lalita Love Fest. Now we have another love fest. All day long. The festival never stops. Take as much as you can bear. It's not earned. Just take the gift, man. Just come into this association, man. Just relax. Put your feet up. Yeah. People say you're not supposed to put your feet towards the deity. We teach, no, put your feet towards it. Turn them over this way. Face this way. Put your feet towards the deity. We show you the real deity. No, we'll show you the real vision of Krishna, man. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, okay. So this text number 33. Then by hearing about the pure love of the residents of Raj, devotees will worship me on the path of spontaneous love, abandoning rituals of religiosity and fruitive activity. See, pure love, that's all you need. See, you hear about the love of the residents of Vrindavan. It's pure, it's ecstatic, and it's because of Krishna's association. They have this natural relationship with Krishna, and you get that relationship from those who have the relationship. Very simple, man. That's the vision of revealed scriptures. Gopa Kumara in Brihad Bhagavatamrita, when he attained Vrindavan, his feelings became like the residents there just by that association. That's the secret, man. How else are you going to get it here in this world? You have to have resident, even, you see why Prabhupada said the real spiritual master, the real associates of the Lord are residents of Vrindavan. And that's the way it is, man. If you don't find one and they don't help you understand the mentality, otherwise you're not going to know. Just like Jesus said, only the Father knows the Son, and only the Son knows the Father and can explain the nature of the Son, the nature of the Father to whom he chooses. And so the more conclusive version of that with the Vedas, Vedic point of view, is a person in relationship. And the father-son relationship doesn't happen in Vrindavan except if you're the father and mother. See? If you're looking like, oh father, you don't fit in Vrindavan. So, you either move on or you go to some other place wherever that's happening. You'll feel that way actually naturally if you have that realization Jesus gives you. If you're ever lucky to get it. Well, I got it, so I know. Yeah, it's like that. You see, you're related to that God who's everywhere and everything. Father is a good word for that. But that's not Vrindavan yet. That's not, you don't really know Krishna in full. That's just a part of that. And some people are happy with it. They can go forever in that. I mean, it's wonderful. But hey, man, you have Krishna even closer. He has a certain nature, like a person, because you see, we're in this world like persons, right? We have a personality, we have qualities and all of that. It's kind of nice to have friends and everything. You know why it's kind of nice to have friends? Because this is the Mahamaya version. It's very natural to have friends here and family and fathers and mothers and children and all that. Why? Because that's going on in Vrindavan. That's the full understanding. That's why we get this realization here. This is where we're going to get it. That's why Krishna has his highest pastimes here on the earth, where it's all happening, but in Maya, and he comes as a human being and attracts us into the eternal relationship. See? Like people, like it's time for the love fest. They have love fests other places. The only thing is, what's the difference? It's just minus the Lord. They're all having fun on their own, right? And with others. who are also on their own. Nobody's included Krishna. That's like everything in the world. That's how Maya works. See, it's all God in his transcendental truth is missing. And what's in there is all our illusory relationships that come. See, we don't have a party with God. See, that's why, church, going to church and temples is like beginning to get us comfortable. Like, let's put God in the picture and have a festival with God. See? So you do it first ceremonies, right? Now you can do it the inner festival. See, we just get I don't have to build a big temple and put in these huge deities to attract people. Already people are starting to come and become attracted by the festival because we have the living God manifested in it, not some statue and dancing around the statue and all that. We have the living God manifesting here in our midst, in our presence. Much more powerful, man. Much more real, isn't it? Much more eternal. The Lord wants to do that. That's why he comes as a human being in a human form, human-like form, right? What do you think is when he disappears? This whole thing disappears unless a devotee is here teaching on his behalf the same thing. Okay? So you could do that either two ways. You could do that externally, like the rules, the regulations, the ceremonies, but it's so external, right? It's outside. It's not integrated inside yet. This is shadow of the truth. See, this is the living reality of God living with us. See, he's in us. This becomes the temple here. Isn't it beautiful? This is the temple, and Radha and Krishna are inside us, dancing. See, and we're here facilitating this party, right? Where would the party be if we weren't here facilitating it? What do you think the idea of being a maidservant means? Where do they fit in the picture of Radha and Krishna if they weren't? They're very important, especially here on this planet. Without a maidservant, that's the bona fide spiritual master, is a true maidservant of Radha and Krishna. They facilitate the party on earth. Otherwise, there's no party. You won't see it. You'll see Maya's party out there. Everybody's celebrating their festivals without the truth, without the eternal truth to set them free, right? Just sets them more and more. Oh, yeah, we're having fun, with our friends, and we're getting drunk, and we're just having this. You see, they're not getting drunk on the holy name like us, are they? This is the real truth. They're getting drunk on alcohol. The stuff that burns your body out, makes you alcoholics and all that kind of stuff, right? Have you not seen enough information of how many lives have been ruined by alcohols and drugs and meth and all that stuff? That's their party, that's their party favor or unfavor, See, we're getting drunk on the holy name and having a great old party, man. And if you come here, you get this as a gift, this potency, just by being in where people are partying with the supreme absolute truth, man. That's the truth that'll set you free. See, thy will be done on earth as it is in Vrindavan. Well, this is Vrindavan, my friends. If you're not having this party, then you don't know Vrindavan or have any chance to know Vrindavan. It's not enough just with the ceremonial worship, and you'll die a ceremonial worshiper. Like Fernando was preaching, it's not enough just to be a Brahmin. There's so much hypocrisy. Like Carolina was trying, you got to be a Brahmin first and then do this. Blah, blah. But I'm an ecstatic devotee. I have all speculations and everything. And then, it's just that's why even for a person maybe have a little dribble of ecstasy or something, whatever it is, but it's not very clean, not clear, not conclusive, and not even interested into where conclusiveness is. That ain't nothing to me. And that's why we're not nothing to that person. They don't care about. Yeah, well, that's because I don't care about that either. I totally, you're over there, I'm over here. Oh, you don't care about the scriptures and you're an ecstatic devotee? What kind of ecstasy do you have? Not very impressive. Real ecstatic devotees love the scriptures. You know, doesn't Radharani, you know, the scriptures are Krishna, in Krishna true form, true character, true personality. They're transcendental. See, Radha loves that true personality. And if you have her love or a piece of it, you're certainly going to love Krishna's true personality. Those are the scriptures, and you don't care about them? You don't care about ecstatic devotees? You're unfortunate, man. Anyway, you're fortunate to hear people preach to the truth. It'll go to your benefit. It maybe take you a lifetime or two to figure it out. Can you imagine? And this goes for everybody here. You got the chance to associate here with people who have so much mercy, more mercy than I've seen in any Sadhu Sangha program, more mercy than the devotees in Narayana. Oh, much more mercy. Because this is transcendental. That's all etiquette stuff. That's all wannabe stuff, wanting to attain Krishna. Here, people have already they open their mouth and Krishna comes. Oh, just a second like that. You know me, I get a little loud. Open their mouth and Krishna comes. I'm proud of this place. I think this is a very rare situation. And it's time for people to at least hear it, man. You don't agree with it? Too bad for you. You're really unfortunate. Not to appreciate ecstatic devotees who bring God that comes from beyond all these material coverings. You know, earth, air, water, fire, mind, intelligence, false ego layers. That Lord comes here to associate with us and nourish us with his family members, and including us as his family members and representatives of his true self on earth. That's why I didn't care. You know, I would have went another 40 years just glorifying the truth, you know, when I was doing to an empty camera. Hey, man, it needs to be said. But you see, it always works. Ultimately, the truth wins. The truth, people need the truth, man. They need that solidness. Otherwise, everything in Maya is always moving around. You notice? That's why people move around a lot. They're always restless. They got to go here and travel there. You know, what are they doing? Looking for happiness. Can't find it here. Well, maybe it's in this other place, and maybe this in another place. Maybe it's in this guru. The gurus fall down. Oh, maybe it's in this guru. Maybe it's in this teacher and this teaching. See, all trying to find, you know, because the mind is unsettled. Oh, maybe it's in money. See, the goddess of fortune. And she says, fools go after the opulences that I have. The material opulences, money, wealth, prestige, power. And her real wealth is, I just tell you straight, man, is that relationship with the Lord, her intimacy with God. That's her treasure. See, people don't know what treasure is. They think treasure is money. Treasure is prestige. Treasure is, you know, see why they call it self-importance. See, it's the false self that's important. That's not, see, self-importance. If you take the word and see it as it is, self-importance, because the self is very important. But what self are you looking at? The false ID or the real self? The self is the basis of this preaching, man. The true nature of Krishna is the power of this preaching, the power of delivering others in this world. I consider the self very important, but the Lord is giving me the eyes to see what that real self is, and preach it. The truth will set you free. I love that. Boy, yeah, that's what I do, man. Preach truth. Yeah. These people are unimportant. They're going around making a big show like in Davos. You know, they go around and they got different badges. And, oh, this person's more important than that. None of them are important. They're insignificant. Yeah, they have no power. Their power is in trickery, lies, and cheating. What kind of power? I mean, if they knew the true nature, their true nature is sickening, psychopathic, and all that. See, that's the demons. That's just what they are. They don't know. They think that's wonderful. See, they think the darkness is the light. Isn't that amazing? Even in the mode of goodness, you still make a mistake. And I'm here to preach to you goody two shoes too. You think you think your good deeds are important. That's why I say no. You don't get it by earning this. Your good deed, earning your brownie patch. You want to earn your brownie patch here? You know, you want to earn your wings? Just stay in the fire, man. That's how you get it. There's this movie, not a movie, it's a series. It's very interesting because it's about AI. It's about, it's like AI takes over the world. So I was very interested to see that. So I almost finished the whole thing. So AI takes over the world. And you know what? The one who understands what's going on says, and everybody refers to it as her. This isn't it. It's a machine, right? And they refer to it as her. And the person who knows better says, it's not a her, it's an it, But everybody, no, she is this, she is that. See, and they put this little thing in there and they can hear her. See? Put this little thing in her ear. They hear her. See? And the whole world is hearing her, and they're all doing her bidding. See? There you go. There's the absolute truth in a nutshell. So that's the external feature. Maya is in your ear, man. And it's very mechanical. It's like a thing, they put in their ear. See? And what this message is here is, yeah, you need one of those too, but it's a spiritual thing. It's organic. You already have that going on inside. You have that earpiece. It's just waiting to be activated. See, and that's the Holy Spirit. See, that reveals everything. That you get just like that thing is talking to all these people in masses. See, that's the Maya in masses, giving them and speaking through language too, the language of the worlds, and all illusions and all that stuff and all that. Here, you get this little earpiece. You come here, and we'll give you an earpiece, man, and you'll have the Holy Spirit of devotion speaking to you. Giving you revelation, like Lolita was touching on this morning too. You get revelations and understandings that are so top-notch, so wonderful, so pure, so purifying, so empowering, that it'll be like Tom will start, he gets the raise and he's thinking, my God, this world is boring compared to this. This is real life. All speculations, like speculations? Why are you wearing gravity boots? It's like speculation is, you can't rise to the transcendental platform that way because Krishna is what he is. The revealed scriptures reveal what he is. Why do you need to speculate? All you do is you misdirect people from the real Krishna. Starting with Guru Tattva, the most important thing for devotees. They go, here's Guru Tattva. Come to these mundane, boring gurus who don't have ecstatic devotion and go to Vrindavan. That's a lie. It's a cheating. You see, they cheat everywhere until you meet a self-realized soul. And you can see what you see is what you get, right? This is what you see here. Lalita said it right there. What you see, you come here, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get ecstatic devotion. Did I tell you you're going to get anything else? Did I tell you you're going to be wealthy with material wealth and big prestige and all that? No, you'll get spiritual wealth, and then you'll get real prestige because people want to be around you if they want to get, some spiritual advancement. Even my disciples, anybody coming to my disciples here, like Lalita or Johan or any of you practically now, the Amy's and Fanny's, you'll make more spiritual master advancement than 40 years with these gurus who don't have this transcendental potency that you have. That's how powerful it is here. This is no lie. This is no cheating. This is no exaggeration. If you got the spiritual potency, you got everything. If you got the mercy of a real guru and become a real disciple, you go in the door and you become the shepherd of the whole world. Didn't Jesus say it? Because it's true. That's what happens when you find a bona fide guru. You show the real path by your own example. Spend 40 years practicing. Oh yeah, you got a blind guru and you're a blind follower because you don't see the truth. The truth hasn't set you free. Your guru can't show it to you and you can't follow it because they're not showing you the truth. You're as ignorant as your guru. That's why you see, are my disciples ignorant? Oh, they're ecstatic. Oh, they have full knowledge. They have life. They give it to others. We go look at the comment section. It's not like go look at Trudeau's comments. And what do you see? People saying, the guy's a liar. He's a cheater. He's all that. You come here, you only see the people that are in Maya saying those things. But most people say, wow, this class is so good that Lalita's given. Wow, I feel so much life. Well, where's that coming from? Oh, go listen to the comments, people going to these gurus who don't have ecstatic devotion like they're supposed to, and see what the comments are there. Oh, Guru Dave, we get it. You're so merciful. You're so merciful. But no explanation of what that mercy is. If you even get that. Most just like, here's a picture of my guru. Here's a picture of Krishna. And, who are you? What have you gotten from your relationship, from your excursion on this journey called on earth here? What have you learned? What have you learned by going to your path or your teacher, your teachings? See? In religion, it's usually not much at all. It's all superficial rituals and ceremonies. Well, this is what I learned. A lot of ceremonies, a lot of rituals, and lots of rules. Oh, whoopee-doo. Whoopee-doo, man. But go Haridas, you don't follow rules very strictly and all that, You want to hear what Bhakti Vinod says? Or Bhakti says, somebody in our disciplic line. What's his name? Fernando called my attention to it. It's a very good saying here. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Yes, here we go. So this is from Teachings of Lord Caitanya, probably by. It says, anyone who actually becomes captivated by Krishna consciousness approaches the level of the gopis. Can you see anybody here captivated? Does Lalita look a bit captivated to you guys? Can anybody doubt that Lalita, since she's before me, I'll just comment on her, that she's captivated by Krishna? Even Tom is a bit captivated. Can anybody doubt that she's an example of that captivation? Let's just get nuts and bolts. How about you, gurus? Are you captivated like my disciples are captivated? Do they fit that verse? Or do they fit some speculative checklist that you created in the GBC meeting? See? Captivated. Do you see this? This is right from the book. This is the vision of the real scriptures. I just like to explain these things. I like to get clear about these things. I like to repeat this vision. See, vision, true vision. What else? There are 64 categories of devotional service of performance, which one can rise to the gopi stage of unconditional devotion. See, 60, you can rise by the rules regular. That's what they teach, don't they? Look at those people in the Rhyme Raj group. They're still trying to rise by all their 64 things of rituals they got to do every friggin' day. Trying to rise. And look, just the devotees coming here like Lalita or Johan. It's like you can say that they're not trying to rise. They're arisen. They're arisen. They're arisen. And you guys are still trying to do all those 64 things. It's a lot of stuff you got to do there all day long, in this treadmill thing, trying to rise and then still die of Vaidhi Bhakti. Can you imagine? Look at all these guys dying, these old geezers that were initiated by Prabhupada. All they got is, on their journey here, still a lot of pride of being a Prabhupada disciple. And how many have arisen by doing their 64 types of Vaidhi sadhanas to the level of the gopis? And here people are arising so fast. Why is that? Why is that? Well, people don't know this path, right? It was taught by Jesus Christ even. You arise by the mercy of God's mercy upon a certain person. Oh, it was taught by Lord Caitanya. You arise by the mercy of God that was on mercy of certain person, like starting with Madhavendra Puri. He had this transcendental potency that you see here, that enables the devotees here to chant like him in ecstasy and tears and choking and all those things. See, that mercy of God was upon Madhavendra Puri. And then people came. See, you could have been following the something before, like Vaishnavism, and doing these 64 activities of devotional service in practice and in your speculations and all that. But until you meet a Madhavendra Puri, you can't follow this path where you just get the result of following all of that and that arising after many lifetimes that Narayan Raj taught, because you're following that path, and he's not giving you this dispensation that Madhavendra Puri gave to his disciples, like Ishvara Puri, or like Lord Caitanya gave to his followers, or like his followers who got that mercy gave to their followers, that we have and give to our followers. See? Nobody knows about this path. They all know about rising to the by doing all this Vaidhi sadhana for many lifetimes, right? Narayan Raj, you think so great, right? But none of this greatness here where people are rising like this to the Gopi stage, the Vrindavan stage. Nobody cares about this. Oh no, don't even invite Lalita or anybody to witness in an ISKCON temple or somewhere, right? Nobody cares. See, nobody cares about the truth yet. Well, maybe somebody will care when they hear the facts of life. See, this is the facts of life. You notice how when you're ready for the facts of life, the father and mother and teach you the facts of life. These are the facts. You want real life? You listen to these facts, man. This is called truth. Are you ready? Oh, you don't want to listen to any facts. I mean, I want to be a baby still. I want to go out there and let people lie to me and cheat me. I want to follow the cheaters and the cheated, and I'm still into that. Okay, fine. You stay into that. But anybody out there in any of these groups who want the facts of life, you're going to get life like this, man. Because you're going to get facts. The Vedas are the facts about God, the facts about this world. Everybody is suffering in this world because they don't have the facts. They don't know who they are. They don't know why people are suffering. They don't know why the demons are making them miserable. They don't know why, who they're eternally related to. Illusions everywhere. And until you hear the facts of life from the bona fide spiritual master, which is like big brother or father or mother, for people to say, okay, my son, my daughter, it's time for you to know why we're here in this world. See? Why people are suffering, why you're suffering. You know? It's time for you to know, to take the veil off of your eyes. See? Find out who you are, that you're actually you're the son of the king. You're a prince, man. You're the son of a great king. You ever see these movies about this? What the heck is it talking about? That's the shadow of the truth. Everybody is like that. They're actually a son of the great king that's been lost in this world. Right? I didn't know I was a prince. Oh my God. So what do we got here? I'm glad my mother was the most loving person I've ever known. Uh-huh. I thank the Lord I never see. Amy Rose. It's just like, hey, you want to read some of that there? Tom, read what Amy Rose says. Or anybody, actually. Read whatever you feel.
It reminds me of how Krishna told the one devotee to tell a lie, to go against the original rule of no lying. It's as if Krishna told Garahari to go against the original rules as a way to be the example of how the rules isn't the way to attain love with God. It's the living example showing you the actual way to have an actual loving relationship with God. And it has nothing to do with rules.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you going to say, Lalita?
Well, that's what Lord Caitanya brought. That's the rule of accept the mercy. It's the rule that Jesus brought as well. Just the rule of Guru Tattva, actually.
Yeah, you see, actually, everything is a lie. This is what actually Krishna was trying to teach Yudhisthira. Everything in this world is a lie, even the mode of goodness. He was attached to the mode of goodness because Yudhisthira, he got a little pride in that, like he never lied and always told the truth and all that. But that's still a shadow of the truth. It's not the real truth. Okay? So everything is a lie in the world. So you can never be perfectly truthful in this world. Look at Jarasandha. He also had that reputation of never lying. But yet he was considered a demon simply because he went against. When you go, demon means you go against God. Even in the mode of goodness, if you go against God, it's kind of a little demon thing inside you, that causes you. Because you're against, right? It's just so that just makes you like that. It's just that's why you're in the material world. So yeah, and so the truth is what sets people free. Truth is who we really are. What is our relationship with the transcendental Lord? And that's where the life is. That's the real life. That's where the real energy is. That's why the devotees just repeat the truth, repeat the truth, repeat the truth. Maya is always repeating the lie. Lie, 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 lie. Always lying. And that's just how it is. And that's why you come here and you're elevated to the spiritual platform just by hearing the truth. You're not hearing enough truth when you're around the Vaidhi level, because there's lies in that. See? One is you hide people from the quick path. You have them following the slow path, right? Oh yeah, no. What Gohar is doing about this, you got to be qualified to do Raganuga. See, you have to be a spontaneous devotee already. We're going to rise to that platform, and the Vedas are also rise to the platform, right? You think, oh, let me do the 64, right? That verse, right? But there's other things that are more truthful. See, that's the slow path. That you may or may not make it. You might get deviated because you got no transcendental attachment. But nobody knows this other level. This is the special mercy of Krishna if you listen. Oh yeah, just come over here. We have transcendental attachment to the Lord. You'll pick it up, man. You like a virus, you'll get infected by this transcendental attachment. It's much faster. These guys will be trying to follow these 64 rules and regulations to worship the deity for lifetimes. And you just come into this associate. We already worship this, and you'll pick up the emanation. You see, the real songbook, the real acharyas are trying to preach to you this path, but you don't hear it because people are telling you the slow path. See? From the real guru, ecstatic prema emanates, and by his word, ignorance is destroyed. What's the purpose of that? Bring you on the fast track, man. Right there in the songbook, it's trying to bring you onto the fast track, right? And what are they teaching? The opposite still. Oh, no, do the slow path. Do the slow path. Okay, that's okay for slow learners. Right? The slow learners get that. So this is the fast track. See? So here we tell you, hey man, no, look, see, the songbook is even telling you to find this path. This is what Jesus did and why people got the Holy Spirit. He went into the Bible. He said, don't follow all that Moses mandate stuff. Go to the essence, man. The essence is the mercy is here. Come through this door. Listen to these confidential preachings and teachings that the Pharisees don't know. They're external bhaktas. And the same thing goes for you Vaishnavas. Don't just listen to all that external fluff from those gurus, these sannyasis and these persons there. They're telling you the long path. Come and listen to this. This makes sense. It's even in the preaching of the original acharyas. The Bhakti Vinod said, Vaishnavism becomes contaminated by the time, when it comes down. It's already been 550 years and there's contaminations here. It becomes different. This is from the Acharya Bhakti Vinod, right there in Sri Krishna Samhita. It becomes contaminated by time and everybody and according to the people, the mentalities of the people. So that's why Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti Vinod himself, they preached external bhakti. That's a contamination. But right there in the books is the truth, man. Right there in the song you sing every friggin' day. See, to bring you on to the deeper path. They preached that. Narottam preached it. That's why he wrote the song. And I'm preaching the same thing. I'm preaching that path. Go to the devotees who emanate ecstatic prema and listen to their confidential word. It'll bring you into this level. And you'll get the prema that they got. Like you become like that because you're hearing the confidential truth of the Vedas. Did you want to say something, somebody? No, okay. Yeah, it's that simple. Read something else. Tom?
I knew I was a princess. I just knew it.
Who said that?
Amy.
Who else?
Me also. Me too.
She knew she was, okay, she knew she was a princess. Yeah, she is.
She's a doll.
You see how the you become honored by honor people when you become a devotee. You see how the honor comes. People see that. Not everybody, because some people will see her. Oh, you're just brainwashed. Oh, you're just this, you that. You see there. But those who know, those who are connoisseurs, they appreciate. Look at this mercy upon It's like a Rupa Goswami, the devotees could see, wow, the Lord has bestowed so much mercy on Rupa. Yeah, I'm telling you, the people like Fanny and Amy and Lalitas and Tom, you just have these beautiful qualities that come from this association. And you'll see more and more people will see that. This is Kali Yuga, man. We're just like this light in this darkness here, it just takes some time, to go ahead, read something else.
Okay, listen. It reminds me of how Krishna told the one devotee to tell a lie. I did that, huh? Yes.
Yeah.
Basically, it's always nice to be nice.
You can read other people's comments too.
There are no, only mine and
oh, really?
Basically, it's always nice.
That gal has something to say. She has stuff to say, right? Where does she get that stuff to say? Realization. See, she gets stuff from. See, that's when you have encounters with the truth and with God, and you have something to say about your path and your, what you're doing in this world, and how it's affecting you, and how you're getting more happy, stuff like that, Go ahead. What else?
Yeah, of course there are others. They say bonjour and Hare Krishna. There are other residents, but what I feel is what does it mean to be resident of this consciousness, to be resident of Krishna Loka? Yes, then you can see. It takes a resident to see a resident.
Right.
You have to be a resident to see the other residents.
Well, it takes the mercy of the Lord. You don't necessarily have to be a resident to see a resident. You're seeing them, but if the Lord can reveal to you that, oh, there it is. See,
The moment,
do you know what is a resident of Vrindavan? Is that a question you're asking?
the moment you see it, you are a resident. That's my point.
No.
If Krishna allows you to see it, you immediately have the grace, have the mercy, and you are a resident.
No.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
All right. Okay. That's how you see it. Okay. So what is a resident Vrindavan? Okay. It's very easy to analyze, actually. So a resident Vrindavan, they say they hear about Krishna and they become ecstatic. They become like, wow, Krishna is so wonderful. Krishna is so life-giving. Krishna is my friend. Krishna is so this. See, they get that. So if you're a resident of Vrindavan now, because Vrindavan is over there, and the devotees are gone basically, and they're and they're like unmanifest now. So if you're a resident of Vrindavan, if you do that by chanting the Lord's name and hearing his pastimes, and you're attracted, see, and you get life from that, that's a resident of Vrindavan. See? Now you might see devotees and you think, wow, look, that looks really nice. I would like to worship like that. I can't quite feel what they feel, but I'd like to. It looks really attractive. And I like you get inspired by their word. They're saying, yeah, this consciousness is so great, man. This being with Krishna, it gives me so much life. Oh man, realizations and real new language and a new life. And oh, it's so great. And then you see the tears coming from there. Look at that emotional state, man. It's fabulous. What people see here, they're so blinded by this Maya, they can't see the glory of what's going on here. Many of us were just learning too. We're coming out of the Mahamaya's dream. See, and this is glorious to have such a state where people are attracted in ecstasy, chanting the holy name. Even in the Vaidhi Bhakti, they don't care. They don't think, well, that's something special to have a guru who chants the holy name in great ecstatic devotion, even though the scriptures are praising that, because the gurus don't praise it, so they believe what the gurus say. Okay? So if your spiritual master is enlightened, yeah, the strange echo. Tom, mute your mic. Yeah, if your spiritual master is self-realized, then you'll get it. See, otherwise it's just see again the scriptures, chapter 1 of Adi Lila on the spiritual master by the action of the book Bhagavat and the devotee Bhagavat. This love of God is transmitted into you. See, but if you got the book Bhagavat and you don't have a devotee Bhagavat, you see why it takes a long time? You got a person acting as a devotee Bhagavat. They're really not. They don't have the qualities of the book Bhagavat. The book Bhagavat is very clear, logical knowledge of the absolute truth. And you only get that clarity from love of Krishna, love of God. See? So can you imagine? Well, you don't have to imagine. You can just come here and show and see the proof. The proof is if you have a real book Bhagavat preached by a real devotee Bhagavat, that's the formula, chapter 1 on Guru Tattva. Boom, you got love of God being transmitted to others who are attentively listening or making progress to that platform. Otherwise not. Otherwise, that's why you see people, they come to, they're attracted by Prabhupada's books, right? They come, they preach the books. And then, but your gurus generally are not self-realized like the book. They don't have ecstatic devotion, so you have a slower path. So it's not surprising. Well, we're here preaching, we're preaching the facts of life. You want life, you got to listen to these facts. Otherwise, if you think that's life, well, keep thinking. It's just a material thought. But if you're satisfied with that, you're satisfied speculating on the real path of, this is the real path. This is, this is the Hare Krishna movement, man. Krishna consciousness is here. This is the way it was preached in the beginning, and we're beginning to preach that again. That's called revival. That's not the preaching of Lord Caitanya, with what they're doing ceremonial worship. He came to those people to raise them onto the next platform, just like we're doing the same thing. We're coming to you people out there to raise you to the next platform. That's called revival. Otherwise, you don't get it. Somebody's got to do it. He did it. Madhavinda Puri did it. His followers did it while they were preaching that. And we're doing it here. So whoever gets that this preaching is very real and takes it seriously, more seriously than the game out there, that's all just kids' games for children. Are you ready for real truth? Solid food? You ready for real life? Life is in the truth as it is. And you got to find somebody who has realized that truth and is an ecstatic devotee with tears and laughing because they're a resident of Vrindavan. And when they hear the name of Krishna, they are happy beyond the world's happiness. It's very simple. You ready for that? Is that too real for you out there? Carolinas and all that, is that too real to live in that consciousness? What are you worshiping Krishna for then? It's like, just to play games? We take things seriously here. We're serious about Krishna. We're serious, when you go steady, that means you're serious about it. We're going steady with Krishna, right? You see, every day we're steady with Krishna. We're not like these prostitutes out there, we go steady with Krishna in truth and in ecstasy. He likes that, man. So we steady with that. Isn't it funny, these words they do with relationships? Going steady. You ever heard that? Is that a Belgium thing too, or is that just American? Yeah. Yes, I'm going steady with this teenage girl or guy.
Stable, we say. Stable.
Stable. Okay, yeah. Steady. See, stable. Are we not stable enough there, huh? A lot of people they're steady in speculations, man. Boy, they steadily speculate and get nowhere practically. Look at us, man. More happy every day, more ecstatic, man. We have great parties because, the real Lord is included. The transcendental Lord, not the idol. Idol is just kind of the deity. You dance around the deity and you don't really know the deity. Can you see the difference between intimate worship of the Lord? See, this is intimate worship. This is knowing the deity. We show you the realizations we get from knowing the deity. This preaching that the devotees are doing here is because of the intimacy we have with the Lord. We just share what the Lord has shared with us. See, we share our relationship with others. Yeah, that's why, Lalita asks these people, like, well, what have you realized? Well, we don't want to say, we don't know anything, But you're wrong, right? They don't want to hear what people are realizing in their relationship with God, but they have no, it's for children, see? That's why, Lord Caitanya taught the path for the less intelligent like that. So when the mercy of Krishna thickens, you'll come to this kind of Sangha. So we're here preaching now. It's available. I'm not going to say, well, when you're ready, I'm going to preach this vehemently and vigorously. And somebody will come. They're coming, right? We got 18 people here, man. I ain't holding back anymore. Some people will get it. Some people won't. One devotee, he wrote, it's Tirthadas, he saw my statement there when I challenged the gurus. I said, some ecstatic guru come forward, and so then I wrote some things, and as I'm writing, I think, boy, this is really good. See, because this is all from the Lord. It's all from my relation. This is fantastic. And he picked it up. Oh, this is very good. He said, but some people will be against this. I said, yeah, it's proof of potency, because some people were against Krishna. He came anyway, right? He came to, what if Krishna said, well, I'm not going to Mathura because Kamsa and these elephants and these wrestlers are going to be against me? Then people wouldn't have benefited, right? What if Jesus didn't come because people were going to be against him? They nailed the poor guy to a tree. What if he said, well, they're going to be against me. I don't think I'll come. So I told the guy, I said, yeah, of course, that's proof of potency. Yeah, of course. But that's an attraction. Even the people against Krishna are attracted by aversion. It's an attraction. Eventually, they'll get love, just by that coming out. I even had a disciple, still here. I won't mention names, but she was attracted to a guy in our sangha, and he was so adverse. I don't like. I said they're going to get together eventually, and they did. They got married. See? So that happens spiritually too. Because if you're preaching the spiritual potency, we're preaching love of Krishna, it's so great. Oh, good, all this. People, man, I like that. See, they're going to get it too eventually. They'll turn to, that's purification. Go ahead, read something out there. This time, Lilita, read this time.
Yeah, I want to read what Fernando wrote.
That guy's so intelligent, man. It's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'm now involved in practical cases of defending truth in confront of ISKCON priests. It's all pure shit, I think. Political people defending their prestige and blatantly lying or trying to obscure things. Your preaching and words and vibration is like water in the desert, real life.
Yeah, it's always like that. The Pharisee type teachings, they're always trying to obscure things and trying to be on top and win. And this is a false ego. It wants to fight the truth. The truth always wins. Speculation is flimsy, man. This is so solid. The whole world is speculating. That's why they're weak. That's why they come under the control of people. Even religion. Religion doesn't control this Gaur Haridas. Why? Because I'm just solid in truth. That's being guru, man. You become like that too. You'll know the glories like that, like Lalita's knowing the glories and Johan. Just being in the truth is solid. Nobody can control you like that unless they're in the truth. Because nobody can control Krishna. No one can control Krishna's real devotees because they're only controlled by the truth. They're only controlled by ecstatic worship. That frees you from, there's no jurisdiction. None of the demons have jurisdiction here. You want that kind of freedom? Well, that freedom is here. Otherwise, some guru will jerk you around. It's all servants. All the obstacles here, all these gurus are servants of Krishna. I know that, but I'm preaching this because to get you out of that. Whoever's ready, because otherwise they'll control you. They'll speculate a little bit just so they keep control over you. But you wanna be free of those, even the religious gurus over there who are not really qualified. Well, you come here and we'll give you the truth that'll set you free. Otherwise, you won't be set free. Like I preach the real Bhagavan, they can't preach it. I preach I say you can get rid of 1 million of those gurus, and the demigods will glorify you for doing it. But no, go hard. They're preaching that you're not supposed to see. The Vedas say you're not supposed to leave your guru, and I say no. The Vedas say you're supposed to leave a guru like that. You don't leave a guru like this, because we already see what happens. You never leave a bhakti guru, but you leave millions of people who don't have bhakti. You're always going to move on. You have to move on. Otherwise, you won't find the true treasure. See, if you find the true treasure, you'll have preaching like Lalita. She's got the treasure. Why isn't she moving on? Why didn't she say, okay, Gauri, thank you very much. Slam, bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm on my way. I'm also ecstatic like you. Now I'm free. How many people have done that and they're not here, right? See, she gets the proper realization. They don't. They leave. They leave this association. See, speculation, because they don't understand that Krishna didn't reveal to them for whatever their desires or whatever it is. See, like this Carolina, she can't take advantage of that. Can you imagine? Oh, I'm an ecstatic devotee. Oh, I don't need any guru. Oh, there's no, I'll just stay alone. Oh, you poor person. If you're an ecstatic devotee, why wouldn't you want to have friggin' friends on the ecstatic platform? This is so rare. It shows you illusion. People are all kinds of illusions. Can you imagine, Amy, not having this, like this is available and people not coming that are so-called ecstatic? See? That's all kinds of illusion blocking people. Hey, that lady in Kentucky or wherever it is, North Carolina or something, sitting there alone, and with the guru keeping her back from this. That's what you get when you believe people who are lying to you and cheating you, even though they seem okay and all that, or sincere, or crying even. They sincerely lie to you. Oh, Gohari is not bona fide. Go away. Come take initiation from me. Ooh. That's what Narayan Raj told my 2 disciples, and they went for it, and they're still gone. And they're polluted, and they're not, and I saw from my own eyes. I saw the results of leaving Guru Aparad, leaving the real guru. And if you guys are good with that, that's fine. There's a lot of obstacles out there, and that's one of them right there. The false representative of Vrindavan. What kind of representative are you? You take real disciples away from the real guru. That's Putana, right? That was her job, to kill the baby disciples, right? I have some baby disciples, and I have nothing against Putana. Putana does her job. If you're not sincere, you won't make it here. You really want Krishna? You believe these words, and you'll get over Putanas and all of those Iskons and Gaudiya Smitis and all of that, and the God Brothers and all of that. You don't believe this word, you won't get through. You'll be with them, and you'll just be a ceremonial worshiper. If you're good with that, fine. We'll ecstatically worship over here, and whoever wants to believe this word, which is very true, you can come over here. Otherwise, you won't make it. They'll say a few words, ooh, Gohari, he's not bona fide. Ooh, and we're sitting here ecstatically worshiping Krishna right before everybody's face, and they can't do it. Narayan Raj's group, not even one of the gurus can try. It shows you they're caught up in that obstacle of Vrindavan I just mentioned. We're doing it and they're not. Proof is in the pudding, man. Proof is where it's really happening. Where is the real devotional party going on? Where is the real Vrindavan? This is the only place I've seen in all of the Vaishnavism. They're all just a bunch of talk. A bunch of big ceremonies and fluff and big sticks and big seats and all that. What did Jesus say? Watch out for those who love and desire the high seats and the big titles, right? Prabhupada even talked, big titles. Yeah, big title, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, what a big title I got. You see? Big title. We are into big bhakti, man. The bigger the bhakti, the better. Big bhakti better, man. Oh, are you ready for this? Oh my God, I'm going to faint. No, can't be. I am so excited. Oh my God. Look, I'm not going to show you guys. I'm just going to feast my eyes. Oh, sorry, people out there. You don't get to look. This is just between me and her. Sorry, guys. Too bad. That's what you get for not coming on. We can see, right? You can see there, Lalita? Oh, you guys can't see it? Oh, it's just me and you, Amy. Okay, all right. There she is. Our Rose is here. Thank you for coming, Amy. Really happy. What would you like to share with us today? Anything you'd like to?
Oh God, there's so much. Oh, well, obviously, thank you would be the first and foremost way to start. No, this is just incredible. It's so incredible. And it just like, I mean, I always say it's just getting better and better. But when I say that, it's so like, I feel like that's not really expressing it by saying, oh, it just gets better and better, because it's just like, and the increasing level of it too, especially recently. I mean, I've been, I don't know, just like on cloud nine. And like earlier in Lolita's class, that was a really great example, because it was so powerful, and we were all just like in that this vibration, and everybody like was feeling it. It was so powerful, and it literally is like being in a different world. Like it is otherworldly, and we were all experiencing that so much. And then like I wrote a comment saying like, who wouldn't want this? Like there isn't a person out there that doesn't want like actual happiness, like increasing happiness, exponentially increasing happiness, like actual love, increasing actual love. We don't even know what love is. That's the whole thing. So people who actually start experiencing this are going to get a little freaked out, because you've actually never experienced anything like this. So it is overwhelming, but it increases. And then also like increasing increasing knowledge, not only about your own life and like yourself and everything in your life, like piecing together. You'll start like, so like for me, so quickly, everything kind of coming together. Whereas before, I know we all are just like lost and confused. We don't know how to assess like our life and our experience and what the hell it is, what it means, who we are, why we exist, and what our relationship is to our creator, which, but this, like this increasing esoteric knowledge, love, happiness, oh my God, friendship. Let's start with that. Like this group, the intimacy of this group also is something to talk about. But I remember Eric saying the other day in a comment, like Satsanga actually means true friendship or true company. And that couldn't be more true. And like, so I was saying in that comment in Lolita's class, like, who wouldn't want this? There isn't a person out there who doesn't want this. Everybody wants to live like this. Everybody wants this. The only problem is they don't understand. Well, it's like we have a secret. This is our secret club. We're in a secret club with the secret, like, of self-realization, of like of the reason for living, like how, whatever. And our problem now is, how do we get the people to know that we have the secret? We know the secret. We are willing to share the secret with you, but you got to throw a bone of faith over here and believe that this is the secret and that it's here, because that level of faith, that believing, just like the law of attraction, everybody who practices that knows you have to believe it's going to happen for it to happen. You know what I mean? Obviously. So I feel like that's where we're at with this one. Like, yeah, this is happening. This is everything. Now we just need you to like believe us, trust us, and friggin' jump right in, dive right in and let the let the magic happen, and like dance and sing with us here, in this vibration that we're like in this world that we're in, this other world. So yeah, that's what
It comes from witnessing, like basically people, it's like Krishna's a product, he's like a product. Just like people have products in the world, they have material product. We got a spiritual product. And so you got to, this is the canvassing. We got these really, it's like anybody, they get happiness from their product. There does serve some purpose, has some use case. Well, this has a use case too. And we're realizing, oh, there's a use case for Krishna, for this love of Krishna. Yeah, boy, this is actually important, and so this is the witness idea, is you're selling a product that is transcendental that people don't know. They don't know the value of this because people are preaching the value of material products. They don't know the value of spiritual products.
That's the whole thing. Like, I'll be standing online like the other day at a store, and there's two women just talking very intensely and passionately about a skincare product. Like, oh, you have to try it. Oh my God, it's so good. Like, and oh, my skin, yeah, blah, blah. I mean, they're very enthusiastic about this skincare product. And like, but they know that skincare product doesn't really work that well. Like, how much better is your skin looking? And just a couple more years, it's not, whatever. We all are getting older. Whatever. It's like, it's not in that skincare product, honey. I know you're excited about it, but like if they just understood exactly what you're saying, like, this is a product that is so much better than skincare product, and like all of these things that you get excited about and you think is making your life better and making you live your best life, or whatever, how people say, like, this is the product, because this is like gonna rate when your consciousness raises like this, like when you're seeing everything through a different set of eyes, you don't have to worry about skincare products. Like, you're not in that world anymore. Like, and that's what everybody wants. That nobody wants this like lamentation over, oh my God, I got to keep my skin looking nice, or I gotta, like, because it's all lost. This whole world is a loss. You're losing at every stage of the game, and at the end of the day, you lose your life, and that's what it is. This is just a gain, and you're winning, and you realize finally, oh, I see. Like, this body is, I'm just a vessel. Like, I'm in here, but this is just a human experience I'm having. But yeah, that whole product.
They need, the thing is, they people don't know they have a transcendental skin. See, that's the, that feels, like skin is the feel, well, we have a transcendental skin, so does Krishna. And when they become aware, that automatically everything is in perspective, you put a little lotion. Now you got to be careful with the lotion, because these demons are putting stuff in it now. They're putting all these graphene things in there.
Oh my God.
Watch these guys, man. They're sneaking things into the skincare products, and
like, all to sedate you too. It's all to sedate you, so that that your consciousness just goes lower and lower. They don't want you to achieve this, because then you're going to see where power is, where like real wealth is. You don't need them anymore. They don't want you. They want you to need them. Like, we need Krishna. Like, need Krishna. He's the one who's going to provide you all of this stuff. They're providing. They're just giving you chemicals, so you're sick, and you need their medication to help your sickness that they just gave you, like, through all your skin products and your Oreos and whatever.
Yeah. Well, Maya's good with what we're doing here, because, it's just like, if you come in this door, it's okay. But if you try to get in any other way, she's in charge, man. This is the door. It's always been like that. You go through the door, you'll get in. She may test you because of desires and all that stuff that we have for the world, but still, she's okay. This is authorized. Maya knows all of this. Maya has got a job to keep you go in through the door. You got to get the tree of life the right way. Broad is the way of destruction, and there's always been this channel into the kingdom. That's why the idea of saviors. These people, they create there's nobody going to save you, and no, it's all baloney, man. These people, everybody's speculating. No, there is a savior. There's saviors coming. The Lord has these intimate servants. They know things as they are. You need the truth. The truth will set you free. And so we got that. And, we got the product. We're selling the product. And this is the sales pitch. Yeah. Hey, man, we got a product. It's called the truth, clear, conclusive truth. We have this ecstatic feelings about it. It gives us happiness in this world. Yeah. Come on over, man.
We make company men and women, like you always say.
Yeah. So this is quite a debut here today for you, and let's see where this goes. What else have you realized here lately? Or do you want to say something, Lolita? No? Okay. Yeah. What have you realized lately?
Oh, well, I've realized so much, so it's hard to figure out where to begin with that. But one of the biggest realizations obviously would be that, like you just said, like this is the door, and that's like that is the secret. Like if I was going to tell somebody, well, what is the secret? The secret is Gorohari, like that is the secret, because that's why this is all happening. And I understand. I don't know if I can explain how I understand, but like that when you explain the tree of life and being connected to that, because I mean, it just really makes sense that you need to know. Okay, like I guess I would think of it like if Krishna is like the most popular person in the world, or like let's say you're in high school, he's the most popular guy. How are you going to like hang out with him or be close to him if you don't know him? You would want to hang out with his friends first, like to get close, so then he knows like who you are or whatever, and like that you're interested in him, and then you know what I mean. Like so, I get that whole idea of how it would work that way by just trying to make a metaphor like that in my mind. So it's very clear to me like that this is the door, that this is like through your association, and this association of this group is the secret. That's what I've experienced and I know to be true. And that was the thing that you were saying in the beginning all the time. Everybody, all the devotees were telling me that, and you were saying it. Association is the key, like association. And obviously that makes perfect sense. Like, that if you hang out with a group of people, you're going to start thinking that way. You're going to be acting like them and doing the things that they do. Like, that's just how it works in the world. So obviously it's the same thing here. And then we know, like Tom was saying in Lolita's class, like, when you're out there in the world, you get distracted or whatever, because that's what it does. So this, like, coming back to the association is the key. Like, as soon as we were hearing Lolita singing, boom, the switch goes off, like the flipping the switch. So if you want it, and once you experience this, you don't want that anymore. And that might take a little bit for some people. Like even Tom will say, oh, not experimenting with the Maya, but kind of like getting distracted by it easier. Now it's like, you just don't want that at all. You're just so excited and ecstatic about these feelings that this brings about, that you just want to be turned on to this, like constantly, like putting the key in this ignition all the time. And so that association thing, that is the secret that I try to tell like other people who start listening, and then maybe they're obviously it takes 30 days, whatever the challenge is, but just stick with it, like hang out with us, like just sit down, hang out with us, hang around us, talk to us or whatever, and like that's going to be the difference. Like that makes a big difference, is that association. So
yeah. You know what I think people are afraid of? They say, "Oh yeah, come to Gohari. He's like a door, and he's a spiritual master and all." What I think people don't understand is, see, that's why I like the Vedic conclusion, because it's when they have the names of devotees, it's Hari Das. See, Gaur Hari Das. See,
oh yeah.
So yeah, go ahead. What?
Oh no, I was just
Yeah. So Gaur Hari Das. If people understand, it's a package. You don't just get this personality cult type thing. That's what people in the world and that's what people are afraid of. They don't understand this truth. Is when you get the real God, you get the real guru. And when you get the real guru, you get the real God. It's a package deal. And so that's the way truth comes. And don't think that if a real guru is coming to you, you're just getting this guru and you get something else. No, you're getting a package. That's why it's Gaur Hari Das or Hari Das or Govinda Das. The Das comes with God, and God comes with his servant. And if people really got that, that's the truth. And otherwise, you're not going to get the truth. You'll get like a Gaur Hari Das, but the Gaur Hari won't be the real Gaur Hari, the real God. Gaur Hari means God. It's a name of God. It means golden Krishna. So you won't get the golden Krishna because you don't have the real Das. That's the false. So when you get a false guru, false spiritual master, you're getting a false representation of God. When you get the real thing, what happens is those who hear and listen and get purified, you get the real prize. See, that's our proof here, is people can say and deny all these things, but you got the real proof is your own experience, like your own experience of this truth. It works. And see, that's the witnesses. You become a real disciple because you came to a real guru that is a real servant of that Lord, transcendental Lord, and you get the result of it. So that's why we won already, because we have real here. It's already on the planet. And it's rooted on the planet now, the truth. And people, some people, there are people that Krishna, they'll come across this video and go, yeah, it makes sense. Of course it makes sense. It's the most logical thing that none of these gurus who can't, if they don't have this kind of love that we have and this kind of demonstration, they cannot preach like this. They cannot preach clear, logical, powerful truths that transform people, that change them, put a sense of wonder in people's faces and like awe and reverence and the intimacy and love and all these things. Look at Amy's face. Look at that face. Are you happy, Amy? Do you like truth?
Oh yeah, I'm a seeker of truth and love for sure, which I noticed through my travels in this world, I wasn't really finding at all. Like no truth, no love. I mean, it was seeming like a pretty bleak place, very without. Actually, it's funny because the word sin means without or like no or without sin. And so sin just is out God, like so all this stuff in the world, like you said that earlier, people are having these love affairs with each other or with other things that they love, but there's no God involved. And that is like, yeah, that's just without God. And it's so empty. It's so empty. And if you are like in your heart of hearts, a seeker of truth and love, like you're going to realize how miserable it all is very quickly. And it is. And then to find like, and to think like, oh, that's it. That, to have God come into it, the picture really come in, this, it's just like, I mean, it's so hard to explain. How do you explain that? Like to turn the light on from having this world of darkness and misery. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God. I mean, it's actually even a process of that, like just to like allow it all in. And that wonder every day really is like, I always say like in the morning now, this is what I'm like, oh, what is today going to bring, Krishna? Like, what is going to be the realizations and what is going to be like the new, what's the score here? What's next? And there always is like, it's like, and it's right away. That desire, because desire, the law of attraction, that's how it works. Like with that desire, then ask and you shall receive. So when you're like asking, oh, what is the realizations about you? What is more about you? More about you? He's like, boom, boom, boom. So that's really fun.
Yeah, I like that without sin is a great thing. Like Jesus said, he said, those who believe in me, all their sins will be forgiven. And even said about the Holy Spirit, the only sin is unbelief in me. So, but to get more conclusive about that, see, the reason is it comes back to the devotee, the real representative of God. By believing in them, you're believing in the real God. So that's how the Lord takes your sins away. Otherwise, they don't go. And sin is this without, is you'll feel it. You'll feel like you're still without this relationship with God. The witnesses program is when you're with real guru, you're with real God. That means sin is gone and you're feeling it, man. You feel, yeah, but it's wow, I feel this connection with the Lord and we got this relationship going. It's spiritual, man. It's fantastic. And nobody else can witness like that. See, it's very unique. Everybody else they got the sin. See, ooh, sin. Go, Hari, are you chanting on are you chanting the holy name and sinning? And well, I don't know, man. I just feel really good because God's with me, man. I don't know. I'm not thinking about those things, man. I'm not without anymore. What are you still a pauper? Are you still without bread? Man, I got bread every day. Look at this. Amy's got bread. She just prays, what kind of bread we're going to eat today? And there she goes. She just scarfing it down, man.
Yeah, no, like what flavor of jelly are we putting on the bread today? Like every day a new exciting flavor of jelly.
Oh. Yeah, we got butter, and not only butter, jelly too, man. Yeah, and it's none of that processed sugar in it. No, we got the real sugar, man. Krishna, you just spread them all over the bread, man.
It's gluten-free if you don't like gluten.
Yeah. So, Tom, what do you got to say, man?
Oh my God. It's like I remember Amy said today we need 10 seconds, and I was feeling these 10 seconds. When the light is turned on, you need 10 seconds to adjust, to become amazed. Even it's so powerful. I have no. This is touching my heart so deeply that I feel like I'm faint.
You're going to have to write a song about it.
Oh my God! Yes.
Lalita, give us a word there, Lalita. Thank you, Tom.
Those 10 seconds, yeah, you just need the touch. I reply to Tom, you just need to hear the right vibration. Yeah, a few seconds, poof, poof, and he wakes up inside of you. You've got to see and you've got to hear. Your spiritual senses need to be touched so that you get in touch with the Lord again. And that's the moment you need to find your happiness back, to find your eternal happiness back, actually. Yeah. Nice to see you, Amy.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Yeah. All right, so this is awesome, man. We got I'm going here. Let's see here. What were we reading? I'll read a verse or two. Then text number 33. Then by hearing about the pure love of the residents of Vraj, devotees will worship me on the path of spontaneous love, abandoning all rituals of religiosity and fruitive activity. That's it, man. Path of pure spiritual love. What else is needed? It's just relishing this relationship, this transcendental relationship. What rule can? It's like in the way. Here, the use of the verb vabe. Oh, wait. Krishna manifests his human-like form and performs his pastimes to show mercy to the devotees. His human-like form. So sometimes he comes like Krishna or Lord Caitanya or Ram, or the devotee. The Lord says, this is my form as a devotee. See, and they show you the Satchidananda form. Otherwise, how are you going to know that form? It's why the Lord it's uncommon to see a real representative of that Lord who says, well, this is my devotee. I consider him like as good as myself, actually better than myself, because he's here and I'm in the unmanifest. You can't see me, but he reveals. See that? Remember, the devotee and the Lord, they come together. See, and the devotees, their joy is to present the real Lord to the world so that they can be free of sin. See, it's the proper conclusion. You see, the chapter 10 of Srimad Bhagavatam, the 10th canto. See? The pastimes of Krishna, they wipe away all sin. And they're transmitted by great personalities. A great personality. See, a great personality, most of the world thinks is not a great personality. If they saw a real devotee as a great personality, then, well, you would go there, right? And that if you go there, then you'll be free of all sin and you'll get your relationship with God. But the world is topsy-turvy. Everything is inverted. They're going to great personalities that are fools and rascals and liars and cheaters all the way up into religion. See, the secret is to find the great personality. The greatest personalities in this world are devotees. That's why even my disciples, you could see they become great personalities because they came to the right place. They get both Guru and God, Guru and Krishna. See? You get them both. You have to get them both. Otherwise, you don't get them. You have to be part of that team, man. This is, you become a soul winner now. Who else is going to win souls back? Look at all these lifetimes people are going, in religion. How many people, even in the Jewish religion, a lot of them still don't believe in Jesus. They think he's a rabbi. They don't see the spiritual nature of Jesus. Look at how many people in these ISKCONs and Gaudiya Math and Gaudiya Samiti even. They don't believe in the transcendental Lord. If they did, why don't they glorify him like this? Why don't they appreciate this preaching? They don't know the Lord yet. We know who we worship. We worship in spirit and truth. Right there, Amy? It's fun, man. It's exciting. We got jelly on the bread and butter. What do you guys got out there? Ooh, I get inspired with Amy here. You got to come more often, man. I'll start yelling and screaming real quick. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, see. So, Krishna manifests as an eternal human-like form and performs his pastimes to show mercy to the devotees. We're preaching, right? And who the Lord draws is a devotee. Look, people come from different places, right? Because they're attracted. They have some, it's like, wow, this is people rising to life. See, they rise to both condemnation. And some go, wow. See, that's when the potency is here. See? And you hear this, and that's why if you're a devotee, you should don't neglect this. This is why this preaching is here. This concept is here. You see, the next sentence is this: his pastimes to show mercy to the devotees. Having heard such pastimes, one should engage in service to him. Service is hearing and chanting about the pastimes of the Lord, like you're doing. See, this is service, and by hearing, and when that hearing gets, like Amy, she's stepping up to the plate more. See, because she's heard, and it's thickening, and now it wants to come out, man. The baby wants to come out. The water is breaking. Krishna wants to come out. See, yes, Krishna wants to come out. Before it's like, stop forcing the baby to come out. Just let him come out when he comes out, right? Yeah. I learned too. Okay, no more forcing the baby. I'm just gonna just keep feeding the babies, man. until they're ready. The water is ready to break.
That's
Tom
that's
knows.
funny.
What?
That's like when like a woman's pregnant, like, you know, she always wants ice cream or some kind of like
Yeah.
goodies. So that's like you're feeding, you know, the preaching is like keep feeding the goodies to the pregnant woman. So she's ready to.
You get these strange cravings, right, for pickles and stuff.
But you know, it does feel like that though, like a pop. Like I actually felt like that was happening with me. Like, you know, all this talk of purification, it's definitely true. I mean, I came at this just as a person from the material world, you know, like, I mean, obviously I always felt spiritual and was interested in spirituality, but like then I felt like from constant attention here, but like I had this like I was hitting like a wall in a way, and I just wanted it to like pop through. And I really feel like that strong desire, obviously where attention goes, energy flows. And then you know, giving all your attention is going to always heed results in whatever it is that you're doing. But yeah, like that desire, like, come on, Krishna, give, like, I want this to just, and then he just orchestrates all the events to make that happen. Like that's how it worked out for me. I'm sure it's for everybody that way, but like, yeah. And then it's just like almost like a floodgate, like a dam or something, or a wall. And it's like, you know, it was my wall up, and I'm just like, come on, like, let it break. Like it's like I felt like it was holding me over, like just drop me, just drop it. And then it did, just let it open, and then it was like I really felt like that, like almost like a flood. And it was a huge difference. I mean, there was no denying this, you know, like it was like, and then it was almost like I felt like a tease for like a little bit, like, how bad do you want me? How bad do you want this? And come on, you know, and then all of a sudden, like, all right, boom. It was really like, felt like that, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's hard to describe. Yeah. But I just wanted to add that bit.
Yeah, that's great, man. Yeah. See, you can relate to it having a baby. I don't know where I got that. Maybe some past life or something. You know, that analogy came. Yeah. So here the verb bave, which is the imperative mood, tells us that this certainly must be done. Non-compliance would be abandonment of duty. So that's it, man. That's why, you know, when you hear about the pastime, this is the service. It's just to come and hear attentively. And you look at the results of the devotees doing that. See? Then Krishna grows inside, and then eventually comes out more. So it happened with with Jesus' preaching. They listened to him for 3 years, and then it just came out. The Holy Spirit just manifested, and the world benefited. It's a big thing because this world is the illusory potency. We're here, and we've been, you know, we've got to get purified. So just as these desires are the fundamental reason for Krishna's appearance, whereas destroying the demons is only an incidental necessity. So yeah, so the reason why the Lord came, he came to relish this devotional potency here. Otherwise, the Lord and the Lord's devotees won't be happy. We know that now. People, you come here long enough, you'll get a taste of that devotional energy and potency and see it as more real than anything else. And you can't live without it. This is like a person going diving in the ocean. You have to have air to breathe, you know, so you have to be in a diving suit. So this diving suit is Hari Katha and discussing Krishna and chanting his names and pastime, because it awakens this bhakti, this devotion. It's the only thing that awaken it. The only problem with the Vaishnavas, they're not, if your guru or your teacher or is not in the devotional potency, then the devotional potency won't manifest. Even though you're chanting the mantras, doing the rituals, it'll just stay on the material level as at best goodness. Oh yeah, you're regulative, you're doing the rituals, you're doing all that. But that's still not real yet. What's real is this devotional potency, this ecstatic worship, these conclusions, this conclusive glorification of the absolute truth. This points out the path where it directs people to the treasure, where you go right to the treasure, not go beat around the bush, and say, oh yeah, come to Krishna, and this is the way you come to the rules, the regulations, and the ceremonies, and you stay your whole life there. I mean, that's pretty slow. They're not pointing you to the actual treasure yet, right? The treasure isn't a rule. The treasure isn't getting that water thrown on you, or that ceremonial wafer and the grape juice. It's communion. You come here, you're going to just direct communion with the Lord, starting with the real path being preached, the essence. The truth will set you free, from that. Wow, it was all this external bhakti and ceremonies and all of that. I thought that was where to attain Krishna. Oh yeah, maybe after many lifetimes. Yeah. Narayan Raj said many lifetimes you'll attain prema. And this guy comes here, he just says, hey man, prema is right here, man. Just get in the emanation, man. Just jump in the bath water, for God's sake. The water's warm. We heating it for you. Nice temperature. See, the birth of spirit, birth of God, this relationship is quick here. See, this is why Lord Caitanya came. He came to taste that. That's why you want a revival, that you got to do what he did. He came to taste this essence, this transcendental relationship, this spiritual potency, this relationship with the name, and to show the world so he can inspire them on the path also of reality. This is real. This is reality. That's not yet. It's still external. Doesn't the word internal sound better? Internal, eternal, internal. See, not external. Go ahead, what?
It just made me think of I always love this quote from Carl Jung, who says, he who listens, it says, he who looks outside dreams, he who looks inside awakes. It starts with, your vision will become clear when you look into your own heart. He who looks outside dreams, he who looks inside awakes. And I just thought that was fitting for what you're saying.
Yeah, Krishna even said that. He said those who still have dreams, he said in his way, those who have their dreams and goals and all of that are still dreaming. See, because it's always external. It's always the false ego. Oh, I want this. I desire this. I want this. I want this. You're not attuned to see, we're built ultimately, self-realization, you're built to the Lord's desires. We're built to satisfy his desires. That's where our real happiness is. That's the demonstration here, is because when you attune to the Lord's desires, it's the greatest. It's our nature. Otherwise, you're in the Maya's nature. Is like, oh, imitate God. Have your desire. Don't do God's desire. Do your desire. And what is your speculation on that? It's all, sweetheart, mind, imaginations, and all that. You're still doing the Lord's desires, but that's that Vishnu lying on that bed, that snake there, laying on the snake there, dreaming all this bullshit that you're now thinking you're just following that dreamer, man. See? This preaching just wakes the Lord, that dream, wakes you out of the dream. It's like, in your heart, you got the dreamer there, and then you hear this preaching. If you're ready, his eyes, who woke me? What's this Gorhari Das yelling and screaming about all this stuff for? Man, I was happily sleeping there, dreaming all this bullshit, people building skyscrapers and, engaging all these fruitive workers and these dumbasses, following my dream,
Like they're trying to get to Krishna through their minds, like even this Vaidhi path, these rules, regulations, all this I have to do all this stuff. That is all in your head and in your mind, and he's not there. He's not up there. That's where Maya is. She's doing this area over here, the mind, and then Krishna's down here in the heart. So it's like we're not used to that. We operate as humans in our minds, brain first, like see, look, see, do kind of thing. And it's in your heart. So that's actually interesting because that birth, it's happening in the birth in your heart. Like it's not coming, and that's why it happens through love, through loving devotion. Just like when you're in love and you love somebody, your heart's like, you're not even thinking clearly. You're not even thinking at all. You're just like, oh, like floating on love. And that's exactly what's happening with Krishna. He's like, come on, let's be in love, like love, love, love. And it's all in your heart. And it is, where our minds and our hearts are in a battle, it seems like, all the time. And then with these like, oh, they're always trying to operate on this mental platform, like, oh no, I can't eat that food because Krishna's not going to like that. Krishna likes when you do this. Krishna with this rule. What the heck does that even mean? I mean, Krishna likes love. He's love, love, love. Who doesn't just like that? Like, if you love somebody, would you be like, I only love you if you don't eat, like, I don't like meatloaf, so if don't eat meatloaf because I don't, you wouldn't do that if you love somebody. You wouldn't care what the heck they ate, I mean, stuff like that. Just all that's in your mind.
Well, yeah, I mean that's why the Lord came. That's why he awoke bhakti in Muslims who ate beef even sometimes. It's just it's about the love part and like that one Muslim that he was a tailor for Srivas, and because he was serving Srivas, which is the path, you serve a devotee. And he heard, probably he liked what Srivas said, and Srivas talked to him, and he felt like part of the family. And the Lord gave him darshan, awoke the love for him. Didn't say, well, you got to don't eat this and don't eat that. And see, that's all that external. It's for children, babies, babies and all that. They don't know how the Lord really works. The people, that's why you see, like Fanny came here. She got this connection with Krishna, and she was eating beef and meat and stuff like that. And the Lord didn't say, well, I'm sorry, you can't get this love with me because you got to be a vegetarian for 50 years. She got what these devotees don't get 40 years following, and even though they were initiated Prabhupada, they don't get what Fanny, and she was a beef eater. Why? Because what happened 550 years ago is happening again. The same Lord is preaching again in the same way with the same conception. But if you don't believe in what was preached then, which you can only know when it's preached now, and you don't believe it now, there you go. You're thrown into the Vaidipalo. Go out there and be a vegetarian and a vegan and think that you're going to please God by your good works. See? No, this is the good work, man. It's the good news. Just hear the good news. Come here, hang out with Amy Rose and Lalita and Tom and the devotees here, and just get God, just get this love of Krishna, man. That's simple. You don't hang out here, it doesn't seem like you're going to get it. I mean, where do you see proof like this? People coming from all walks of life, anywhere and anywhere, getting the same bhakti, getting the same closeness and witnessing, saying, yeah, man, this is fantastic. This new relate changed my life, man. It's all, where do you hear that? This is the only place I heard it. I never heard it in the Narayan Raj group. Well, it's just God has changed my life, nothing like that. Just, hey, man, what rules did you follow today? Oh, did he have a lot of flowers on them? Oh, the sannyasi so glorious. His stick just shines like bright. Superficial, all superficial stuff, Hey, this is internal. See, something's happening inside. See, and when it comes outside, that's when people get liberated. They start to like, wow, somebody's directing me properly. Everybody else is talking, right? They're all telling, those gurus are happy to tell you the way, the no way, the some other way, they're talking, and everybody's talking. Klaus Schwab is talking, the mainstream media is talking, but the devotees, that's why they got to get born again. And so they start talking and showing you where the real bread is, man, where the real life is. because they certainly aren't showing it. All the way up through religion. You know, these religious gurus, they're not showing it yet. They're showing you a bunch of rules, heaping burdens on you, but can't take it off of you, right? Didn't Jesus say that? You know, this is a Jesus trip because that, you know, the burdens come off people here that take this preaching seriously. See? Because they're real, they work. Ooh, Gory's just trying to imitate you. No, we don't imitate. We do the real thing. We take the burdens off people here because we got the truth and preach the truth. See, and yeah, I'm a little over. You know, look at her, man. She looks like she's happy. Look at that Lolita there. She look, pinch your cheeks there, Tom. Yeah. Yeah, just as the desires, as these desires are the fundamental reason for Krishna's appearance, whereas destroying the demons is only an incidental necessity. See, we got to destroy the. How can I preach if I don't do some of this, man? It won't be preaching. You got to destroy some of those demons. The demons are illusions, right? Demons are misconceptions. You notice the quality of demons is what? Misconceptions, lies, deceptions, and all that. You're servant of that. Well, you know, that's the servant of that. You know, these are the obstacles are the servants of Krishna, actually. Well, they're ultimately. They hide the treasure, you know, until somebody uncovers it. It's our job to uncover the treasure. See, so if you that's why it's a war of information war. It's a war of words. You know, whoever's word you believe, you get the result. That's the witness program, is if you believe this word, see, you'll get these results. If you don't, you get the other results. Boy, that makes it pretty clear, right? Hey, man, you believe this words, you'll be like an Amy Rose, like a Lalita Ganga. But you believe those other gurus, what is the result of that? See, you tell a tree by its fruit. If this is a tree of devotion, where is the devotion? If there's a tree of devotion, we don't even talk about a tree. That's how far Vaishnavism is. They don't even talk about a tree of devotion. You don't see a tree of devotion. They show you something else, right? They show a lot of ceremonies, a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, a lot of Brahmanism, a lot of that. See, that kind of thought. They don't show. What do we show you? We show you the tree of devotion. We manifest the tree of devotion. We preach the glories of the tree of devotion, like the book Bhagavad, right? We're in tune with that glorification. See, we're here to promote the truth, man, and just take that Maya and crumple it into a piece of paper as it is and throw it in the can. Throw it in the trash, man, where it belongs. Govinda, give us a word.
Oh.
You look kind of excited.
I was.
Amy
Rose put me off my painting. I couldn't focus on my painting. It's just too amazing. Had to join. Oh my gosh, signal's going here. I don't know if it's freezing. Yeah,
It's working.
Overwhelming seeing Amy Rose's witness testimonies. She sent me into screenshot frenzy. Amazing. So conclusive, worth waiting for, to hear. It's like, wow. People saying, oh, when she come live, but when she comes live, what amazing truths, grace comes from her mouth. I'm captivated. I just had to give full focus. I was painting, but yeah, amazing, totally amazing.
What's your response there, Amy?
Oh, Thank you so much, Govinda. This guy has been such an inspiration for me. I mean, like on so many different levels. Right away, like I really, so that it just, I don't even know what to say. I just love this group. I love this family. Like this literally is my family, and like I take that very seriously. Like I don't just say that like, loosely. And it's so beautiful to see to, that like experience something that's so real, like on the heart level, from the heart. Has nothing to do with the mind, has nothing to do with anything about like these external, about our lives, nothing. It just is like we're in this other place together, like, and it's absolutely incredible. And when you're in it, it's like, when if you're in it, what I'm talking about. And it's like, yeah, it's indescribable. I'm really stoked about it. I mean, that's not even the word. uh, yeah, like I just want to see where it's gonna go too. I guess I get really excited about it all.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, so destroying the demons is only an incidental necessity. So for Krishna Chaitanya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, promulgating the Dharma of the age is incidental. Yeah, so yeah, the Dharma of the age, incidental, destroying the demons, also sharing this with people. The main primary thing is to relish this. If you don't relish this, you can't preach it. You gotta share that. You gotta taste this beautiful bhakti, and show people that this is real. Yeah. People have been showing people what's not real. I mean, what's temporary, and people they chase after that. You notice that? That's very attractive in this world, chasing after what's temporary. And there's so little content like this. It's so funny. Even Facebook, this TikTok didn't get it. People they watching that they say, "Oh, you're not given original content here," because they see it being on the computer. But this is more original than they know. Nobody knows. See these things. They're seeing all this original content. But it's the illusions. Yeah, go ahead, Lalita.
What do you mean with you're not giving the original content?
Because I had the camera on the computer, and so they're thinking it's not original, but it is original because it's our content, but they don't know that. They think somebody else. I'll inform them actually, maybe later. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to share that on getting back on relish. The relish. The relishing, with hindsight, and a devotee was sharing to me about we did 140 different individual books, and with hindsight, I would have made copies of, but it's a limited edition one of one because I was relishing the transcribing so much that it just became like that. But now with the experience of, but I know what you're saying, the relishing, it's all about relishing. I was so in the relishing of just transcribing. It was a great joy.
Yeah.
I overlooked making like more copies of that one edition of one. The relishing is where it's at. But still, for you know what I mean? Got to have it in it.
Yeah.
But
sure.
Still,
that will come too. The works also come from the relishing,
But experience teaches us, well, with a bit of hindsight, I could have made copies. But anyway, I'll be continuing making books, and John's been sharing with me how much he'd like to help me before I leave. Although, and you've heard this before, he's invited me back to stay permanently. These are the gifts that you give, man. You give these gifts because you fill us with this bhakti that becomes so attractive that people offer us places to live and all these things. So Although John's finding it a bit difficult to come into the circle of fire, so to speak, and I've shared what you shared, other devotees. Come to Lolita's classes. He's got my association, and he's favourable to what we do. He's just kind of, I'm dialoguing with him, and he wants to help. He's got printing experience, and he said before I leave, before I come back again, he wants to help me give me some books. So he's involved in the service. People involved in this service is far-reaching, Gaurahari. People making music mixes of the Sangha, all over the place. It's an amazing thing that you're propagating. It really is truly amazing. Listening to Amy Rose there, man. I was listening to the class, but I was painting, and when she just came live, I was just like, put me off my paint stroke. I was just wow. Wow.
Yeah. We've got It's how it is, man. That's proof is in the pudding, man. Yeah. The Lord's mercy is unlimited, and that's what if you really have it, you'll see unlimited gifts, unlimited mercy, unlimited. So anyway, we got that. It's fantastic. It's ever expanding, ever fresh. This is what the Lord wants to give us. This is the treasure. This is the treasure. That's why even poor, the Lord had poor people. They were so happy because they had this unlimited mercy. Happy just to chant and go down the road. They didn't feel the pangs of poverty. See, people feel the pangs of poverty or richness. You think that's why it's such an illusion. These people are miserable that are rich. You think Bill Gates is really happy, or Schwab? Look at their faces, man. You think it's happiness to be a liar and a cheater and a servant of Maya, the illusory potency? There's no real happiness in that. It's only, it's immaturity to think that's happiness. This is happiness, to be in the truth, man. To relish the truth, to help others see what truth is. I mean, talk about work. I love this work, man. This is not like work at all. It's supposed to be like this, where you just, it's your nature to deliver people out of illusion, man, just by having fun, man. Just playing with Krishna. What is Vrindavan? Playing with Krishna. What is deliverance? Playing with Krishna, in front of the world. It's all Nityananda did, right? He was just playing with Krishna in front of the world, and people started following him. That's how it works, man. There's that movie. What's that movie with that guy? He said, life is a bowl of cherries, and you never know what you get. Which one is that?
Forrest Gump.
Forrest Gump.
There we go, our movie lady. Yeah, Forrest Gump. Yeah, life is a bowl of cherries. He just started running down the road one day. He didn't even know why. He just started running. And all of a sudden, a person comes by and says, "Why are you running?" He didn't say anything. He just kept running across America and then back across. He just kind of got a beard, more and more, bigger beard. And after a while, people saw him running, and they start running too. And all of a sudden, he had a big following of people running, and they don't know why they're running. Finally, why are you running? He said, "I don't know," or something. But that's what the world, they're running behind people. You're running behind people. You're believing, and what are you doing? And it's all nonsense. See, here, you guys are, see, I go, Hari, I'm just running and playing with Krishna and all this, and you're running behind, right? But boy, you can tell people what you're doing. It doesn't, this makes more sense than anything. To be truly happy, and relish true happiness, and to be close to the God, to know the real God, that's a great mystery to others. To have constant revelations of absolute truth that lasts eternally. Like even, I've listened to myself and like, what the heck is this stuff? It's like magic, man. It's like a guy playing a flute, don't even know what notes coming. I mean, I love it. What kind of, it's like, where do you get this kind of stuff, man? This kind of activity in this world. Yeah. But only the connoisseurs seem to be able to appreciate the notes, right now. Later on, who knows? Go ahead, Lalita. What?
Yeah, I asked for the third time. you say Krishna is always new and fresh. And that's just what I like so much. And that's what you see on Amy, for instance. For her, it's all new and fresh, and she shows the freshness of the Lord. She shows her realization. She's not coming here to show, I understand the philosophy, I am a great devotee, I am this and I am that. She comes to say what her reality, what you're giving here, what she gets here, you know? And it is every day new and fresh, and you can feel it on what she writes, you can see it on what she's saying now. And that's real witnessing for the real Krishna conscious movement that makes us conscious of Krishna, how it really works. You don't have to be anything or anybody from the past. It's for everybody. It's just so available. I love it. It's so refreshing to hear from somebody who came from nowhere, actually. Or like when you read what Fanny writes, oh, this is giving me this, you're doing for me that. We are all children. We are all children of God, and we receive this mercy. We all need the same mercy. If you are a highly elevated devotee from years and years or not, you really need that mercy, just like us, just like the newcomers, the toilet cleaners, and those who by accident feel attracted by you or got the link from others. Yeah, it is every day new and fresh. It's really, really, really fantastic. I'm really happy that she is in Sri now.
Yeah, me too. It's so great. Thank you, Amy, for
Very, very fresh, very light, so light.
Yeah. Each devotee adds so much, and that's it. It's great. We can partake of that. Yeah. All right. So let's see. I think it's time. I'm ready for a break, man. I'm ready to move around a little bit. One more verse. In this way, assuming the sentiment of a devotee, he preached devotional service while practicing it himself. And that's it. You can't do it. See, he was the Lord, right? But he came as a devotee. He preached this devotional service as a devotee, practicing himself. He came as a devotee, in the mood of a devotee. In other words, relishing a relationship with the name of God, the qualities of the Lord, just like the Lord was here. See, it is the same result happens. If we would go to Vrindavan and the devotees were there 5,000 years ago, and you would get that same feeling like, oh, wow, look, they love Krishna. Oh, I also want to love Krishna like that too. Well, you get the same thing here because we're doing it by mantra. You get to see a devotee loving Krishna's name. What is the difference? It's the same. They know Krishna's name are the same, and you get to know, wow, look at the dynamics of the person. God, that name was just, like other names. See, the other names, Coca-Cola doesn't produce that result, does it? Well, it's a material name representing some Coke, that does something not very good to your body. These poor people drinking all these Cokes here. And I can't believe, what are they watching on TV, for God's sake? Everybody walks around with not a small bottle. It's like they got them to carry the big friggin' bottles of Coke. They're eating in the restaurants, big bottle of Coke, man. Like, oh my God. Poor Mexicans, This is Maya. She's out there, destroy your body, destroy everything, It's all destruction, especially now. It's not like we have demigods saying, hey, man, eat healthy food. Well, you got some of them, but they're drowned out by the mainstream media, Say, no, Coke, good for Coke, more Cokes, See, this is the thing. The demons, they actually have some kind of culture, right? They look like claustrophobic, they're cultured and all that. But look, they look at people that are suffering because of the modes of ignorance, like, in people, simple people like that. And they think, oh, let's just get rid of them. They don't think right. And let's just get rid of them. See, so we'll lie to them and tell them that this is good for them and then get rid of them. We don't need them anymore. They're just useless eaters, right? It doesn't have to be that way. Here, if you get knowledge, you just become strong again. This is why people are weak, is because of ignorance. The demons are weak because of ignorance. The demigods are weak because of also ignorance. The Vaidhi Bhaktas are also weak because of external teachings still. We got to show a strength now here. You see, this is the... You come here, man. We build the spiritual body, get strong. Look at Amy she's starting to show her how buff she is, man. You see that? You see those abs? Man, they're coming. Getting strong here, man. Come here. This is, you know how they have brain gyms? We have spirit gyms, spiritual body gym here. You got physical gyms, brain gyms. Nobody knows what a spiritual body gym is. You come here, we'll work your spiritual body out. See, work it out. See, so it comes out. See, the internal becomes the external. See, and the external becomes the internal. After a while, you can't tell the difference because it's all Krishna. Yeah, in this way, assuming the sentiment of a devotee, he preached devotional service by practicing. What kind? Did he preach Vaidhi? Well, as a sannyasi, he just was kind of like trying to get them to come into closer association, because people usually run away from devotees. See, devotees is another level of consciousness, and people are afraid, right? You're afraid of something different. See, so the Lord did the trick. That was only a trick to be like a sannyasi. Do you think he needed to take sannyas? Even his mother said, "What do you need to take sannyas? Just have kirtan and have fun with your devotees." But the Lord is thinking, come on, I want to get these fools, these blasphemers. You know who the blasphemers were? The student community. Who is the blasphemer now? It was the student community, the ones chanting Hare Krishna, blasphemed God, the real truth. They blasphemed him. Why should it be surprising they blaspheme us and misrepresent what we're doing? It's not surprising. They're all in the name of serving Krishna. They blaspheme Krishna. This is how crazy this material illusion is, all the way up into religion. That's why you got to come here eventually, or in this kind of situation. Right now it's here. If you're ready, just come here and you'll blast out of illusion. We'll blast you out, man. Because illusion, the religion, they blaspheme. Look what they did with Jesus. The Pharisees, in the name of God, they blaspheme God's real intimate servant. It's always that way. They railroaded Lord Caitanya. The student community wanted to kill Lord Caitanya. They railroaded him out of the town. You could read this in the book. That's why he took sannyas, for their benefit. The lower classes came first. Okay. So we got that going. This is a rerun of that. That's why love of God is manifesting here, because it's just a rerun of the truth. That's all. That's why it's word. That's our message here. After a while, people we're just waking people up, man, throwing cold water on them. Cold water of truth. My God, that's cold, man. I'm freezing, man. This is cold water, man. You need you need to get the shakes, man. Come here, we'll shake. You'll shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle. How's that song go? Shake, rattle, and roll. Shake, rattle. Let's see, teenage song, man. Ah, okay. Let's take a break, huh? Amy, give us some last words there, since we got you on, which is a rare cameo appearance.
Yeah, wow, it's so great. And I was thinking about how Lolita said in her class, every day is so fresh. It's like the next morning after you got married the night before. Like every morning is like you just got married the night before. Like that fresh love and fresh excitingness for your new life together in love. And it's like everybody wants that, even people who are like somebody who desires to be wealthy. Let's say you get all of that wealth, fame, everything. All of those people at the end of the day want love. Like that's the one thing that they're always missing. Oh, I want love. I want to find love. And then maybe they find somebody, but they're worried, oh, they're going to cheat on me, or, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, list of things. Oh, they're going to die, whatever the case is. Like, so this is what everybody wants if they could just like understand, like, on that level, how we're explaining it and how you're explaining it, like that, just that freshness of fresh love every day. And it's that, how do you explain it to people, like how wonderful it feels?
You got to show them. You got to
Yeah.
show them it's ever fresh. You know, some people that are coming now, they said, God, you know, for years you just keep going and keep going and keep going and keep. Nobody's, you know, it's like, why? Because ever fresh. You know, I couldn't do this every day if it was just some boring Bhagavatam class. I'm just, you know. No, it's ever fresh. That's the spiritual potency. We're here to demonstrate that. That's the order of Prabhupada. That's the blessing of Krishna, to bring the spiritual potency here again and get people beyond, transcend the rules and regulation worship. So it's like the verse, you know, worshiping the Lord according to spontaneous devotion, abandoning all rituals of religiosity. We're just doing it here, you know, and it just takes time for people to get with the program. It'll be more clear than it was because we have the books here. This Chaitanya, you couldn't read this stuff back then. You couldn't just get it because you'd see it be here. We got the actual expression of pure devotional relationship, worship of the Lord, and we have the books proclaiming that this is it, man. You know, after a while, people will say, hey, man, you know, Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, we got the Shastras glorifying this, and we got our experience, Guru, you know, showing you this, and you got this, the disciples who are listening and getting the value and preaching the path of that. You can all be like this. You're examples of this. Your happiness is an example. You know, you say, yeah, you know, I was amazing grace. You know, I was blind and now I can see, you know. Same thing. It's always the same preaching, huh? I was blind, and I was deaf, I couldn't hear, and now I can hear. You know, it's just, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have all the we have the formula and all the variables of the formula. The formula works, that everybody, they already know that, and we have the formula and all the variables, and it always yields the same results. So
Yeah. What are the variables?
Guru, Sadhu, Shastra.
Yeah. See, yeah. You need those variables.
Yeah, those are the variables to make the results, these these wonderful results. So it's all there.
Yeah, because it's a formula. It does work. That's why the path has been preached like that. And if you follow the formula, then you get this result. If you don't, then you'll see. I mean, you know, this is, you come here, you'll get intelligent. You know, you see, it's logical. Yeah, people come in here, they're getting love of God and closeness with God. And so they're preaching, they're practicing what they're preaching. It works. And people that are not doing the formula the way it is, you don't get this result. You get something else. You get something external. It's always external, you know. Or something mundane or material. This is spiritual, man. This is spirit-filled. You know, why wouldn't people more like that? You know, you got to be in, this is shows you the big illusion we're dealing with. So I have to be preaching 20 something years just to get like 18 people come in here, man. You know, but hey, man, got to start somewhere. Huh? Got happy customers coming now. That's what I like, you know. Now our product's gonna come off the shelf, man. People are gonna be buying, man. They were just waiting for Amy Rose to come off the shelf. She was on the shelf, just gorging herself. Are you ready? She's getting ready to jump off the shelf now into your arms. Okay, Hare Krishna, everybody. Let's play the song. Let's see how Amy responds to the song. Who knows? Fanny might be ready to come out soon. I wonder when the water's going to break with Fanny.
She came a bit later than Amy, 1 year later.
How long later?
At least 1 year later than Amy.
1 year later. Oh,
at least.
Yeah,
So.
it takes about 2 years to come out, 3 years maybe. How long you been coming, Amy? 2 years? Oh, are you muted? You're still muted. You're still muted.
Sorry about that. It's been 2 years at the end of March. When it was the end of March, it was 2 years. So I'm 2 years, 1 month.
Wow.
Yeah. Life change in 2 years.
Yeah. It's great.
Oh yeah.
How come it's not playing?
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Yashamati Nandana Brajapadanagara. Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jehovah